going to talk about the smart manufacturing. Uh, First, let me show you that what I'm have for today's. So, a overview of smart manufacturing, various technologies involved in smart manufacturing, and functioning of smart manufacturing. And if possible, I will deal with the case studies. Are all using smartphones. Can anyone thought that one? Why these are called as smartphones? So such answer has not been seen in the chat box. Okay, we all call it as a smartphone. Earlier we used to call it as a mobile phone. Then we call it as a touch screen mobiles. When Android has been introduced, then everybody started calling it as a smartphone. The meaning of the smart is, I am telling this experience, this definition in day-to-day life, the one who works in an efficient way. So that one we call it as a smart. Few answers have touched this one, that is with less effort, with minimum time. So my smart mobile does so many things. In everyday morning, if I wanted to communicate with anyone, I go for the mobile. If I want to check the bank balance, I go to the mobile. I want to see that what is happening on the COVID-19 update, I go to the smartphone. This is all related with the communication. So where my mobile has become smart. Suppose say that you are using this mobile for this particular seminar. After some time, you will get a notification that your mobile battery is less than 20%. Kindly recharge, or shall I go to the safe mode, so that whatever the applications which are open and which are not been rightly used by you, so those will be shut down. So more efficiently, the remaining battery can be used for the current application. So this, my physical device, is start speaking with me. Similarly, when you connect your mobile phone to your friend's mobile phone, say that by using the share it or something, so it will get a message there. Kindly connect it. If you try to do it, if any kind of error is there, or where the fault is taking place, so that also been notified to that. It means my mobile phone is smart enough to know what is happening inside it, and it is also capable of talking with the outside world. The one which does this work, that one we call it as a smart device. That's why we call our mobiles as smart phones or the smart mobiles. When it comes to the manufacturing, so see that what do you mean by this smart? So smart manufacturing is a broad concept. So as such, there is no specific thing which when we can pick up and say that one, this is a particular thing. That's what I call it as a smart manufacturing. Like your mobile phone, it can does many functions so that it will help the person in carrying out his day-to-day activities. So there is no specific definition. Basically, it is a combination of emerging technology. Again, I will go back to the example of our smart mobile itself. A smart mobile phone, if it is used by an engineering student, whether it is used by a housewife, whether it is used by a shopkeeper. So how this will help all three? If you look at the shopkeeper, so it helps him in keeping his work efficiently. You might have seen many advertisements of Khata book, that he can download the Khata book application, so it will help him maintaining the accounts and who has credit, who has paid in time, all that he get it in a single click. If you look at the housewife, she also can download any special recipe for today or for the tomorrow. So she will also be happy to work with a smartphone. It means device is single, but capabilities are more. So which technologies are making it so popular to that? So internet is the one, there is no doubt about it. These are all the technologies related with day-to-day life as well as for the manufacturing sector. So M2M is there, maintenance is there, manufacturing industries are there, MES is there, manufacturing, overall equipment effectiveness is there, PLC is there, predictive maintenance is there, quality control is there, sensors are there, smart city is there, smart sensor is there, data collection is there, big data is there, cloud computing is there, additive manufacturing is there, augmented reality is there, system integration is there, physical systems are there, interoperability is there. So you can see so many different technologies and so many different needs. When we are able to integrate these things, then we can call it as a smart manufacturing. So all these devices, or I can call it as a technologies, so when we implement it in the manufacturing ecosystem for optimizing the manufacturing process, then I call it as a smart manufacturing. So smart manufacturing primarily revolves around the harnessing the data. For this, let me take a small example, so which are all aware of it, that anything we buy, normally we go to the Amazon or the Flipkart. When you start looking for a particular item, say that it may be a shirt or it may be anything, so then you will, I think my tool is not going again and again, let me make it. So when you go for the shopping, so you will get lot of what you call notifications. So can anyone tell me, is there anyone who is going to do all the things this one? It is not there. So whatever the notifications we are getting it is quite personalized notifications. If say that when in a particular house there are 2-3 persons are there, so 2-3 persons will get different notifications based on their priorities, based on what they are going to looking for. This is all goes to the credit, what we call it as a data. So my search on Google, my search on Amazon, my search on Flipkart is going to create a lot of data, such as a particular person likes red shirt, particular person looking for a TV, particular person is looking for some other items. Even you might have experienced a particular item is out of stock, but as soon as you get it in the stock, you get a notification that 2 days back you are looking for this particular item. Now it is available in the store. Can you purchase it? This is all related to the data. Huge data. Think of that. Millions of people are there around the world. Every people is going to get the individual measures. That is because of what we call it as a data. How data is used for the manufacturing, that we will see in the later slides. So fully integrated and collaborative manufacturing system. So we call it as a smart manufacturing system. So this is all we have seen. This is all we have to integrate it. So once we are able to integrate it, then we can call it as a smart manufacturing. There are some similar words are there along with this smart factory. Industry 4.0 people say. Now people started saying it is a industry 5.0. So whatever it we call it by, but these three names have come in different ways. So basically the industry 4.0 has coined by the German. If you are a European person, then you will love to call it as a industry 4. So if you are American one, then you are allowed to call it as a smart factory. So this definition I have taken it from the person just I below here. So from his reference I am taking the difference between the industry 4.0 smart factory, and next comes is the industrial internet of things. So this is little extension of internet of things for the industry purpose. That one we call it as a industrial internet of things. At the core, smart factory, industry 4.0 or industrial internet of things. Everywhere data is the main point, and how you manage the data is the question. So let's have a small difference between industry 3.0 with the industry 4.0. Because we refer automation as a industry 3.0, the basic difference what we find between these two is that one, in 3 it was centralized control, in 4.0 it is distributed intelligence. In 3.0 IT systems automate single machines and the processes, whereas in 4.0 or in smart manufacturing, I am going to make use of, along with the automation, cloud computing, big data, and Internet of Things. When you add up these, the manufacturing is going to become smart. Why it is going to become smart? Because in earlier, that is in 3.0, machines were capable of developing the data, but they were not capable of speaking with each other. So the connectivity between the machines is the key success of the smart manufacturing. Similar to mobile, which was a touch mobile, which was a simple Android mobile, now it is gone to call it as a smart mobile. What made it to call it as a smart? Many applications which we are going to download it, and the use of the application, it is the software part as well as the hardware part, makes the capabilities more. A mobile phone, nowadays, you can connect it to your air conditioner, you can connect it to the Fire Stick of Amazon, you can connect the mobile phone to control your washing machine. So what it made it? Because everything is bonded or connected by a single media, that is internet. If all devices are sharing the single Wi-Fi, then definitely they can interact with each other, they can take the better decisions. So this is the basic difference between 3.0 to 4.0. In day-to-day life, Amazon, Flipkart, they have extensively used this Internet of Things, cloud computing, big data in much better way. But at the same scale, the industries are not using these technologies. So that's why we are talking about the smart factories. So basic benefits what we get is improved productivity, enhanced customization. Om Kumar was talking about Industry 5.0, where he was emphasizing on personalized vertical services. So once these smart factories are implemented, we can have our own vertical devices. Right now, mobile phones are giving you a different vertical tariff and different mobile plans for the different customers. Depends upon your usage, depends upon the location where you are there. So the companies will give you a personalized benefits or personalized extra services for your usage of that particular company's product. So that is customization and flexibility. So improvement and safety. Safety aspect, normally we are not going to speak much in the contest, but one example I would like to quote here. Airbus has introduced a safety process where the glass which is connected to the helmet of the worker is temperature sensitive. If a worker goes into an environment where the temperature is higher than the permitted one, so the glass will automatically become dark and it will help him to deal with the high temperature zone. So these are the few benefits we can talk about it, because as it is difficult to talk about it, what is the use of a smartphone? If you keep on listing it, it will be one page or the two page. Right now, the smart mobile is used for learning processes. Is it not? Without any efforts, very quickly, we all shifted to the online teaching and learning because of the smart mobile phone. So let's towards the industry. So in industry, how this control system has moved from industry 1.0 revolution to the 4.0. So you can see here craft production, mass production, then it will be mass customization and formalization is there, is going there. So we are going to have virtual manufacturing, intelligent manufacturing, agile manufacturing, networked manufacturing, green manufacturing, global manufacturing, industrial product service system, social manufacturing. So these are all the developments which are taken in the past, especially in reaching this present situation. So in top also you can see many different concepts of the philosophies are changed. Automatic production line, it is shifted to the just-in-time. Group technology is the one which is used to manufacture the things in a very efficient way. So it has changed the traditional plant layout to the cellular manufacturing concepts. Then CAD has there, MRP is there, MRP2 is there. So this MRP and MRP2 is very, very efficient in managing the business. When we call it as a manufacturing, it doesn't restrict to the four walls of the factory. It is something outside it, because what we manufactures in a factory is directly related to the business which is brought by the salesperson. So now the total lapse time between the order and the delivery has drastically come down. Earlier, there used to be a lot of time between these two. So this is a small, what you call, improvisation in manufacturing concepts. So now we are reaching here, that is grid computing, cloud computing, social computing, IoT and logistics. Right now, we are using this. One second, let me check. One marking, I'm looking for the marker. Control V. Marker, I think. So Control P. Okay. So it is there. So it has come. This is one more concept. So which leads to the what we call it as a smart manufacturing. If you look at this diagram, all the manufacturing companies were used to concentrate only on the product. Okay, so additional service was thought to be an additional tangible thing. As the things have progressed, so the companies understood it is not only important for company to produce it, even is to produce and service it. The concept of service along with the product has slowly moved from here to here. You can see here it is slightly away from the product. Now it has reached incident. So if you look at this fourth one, the service sector has playing an important role, and whereas product has becoming part of it. Earlier it was the product and service were the part of it. So now if we go it, so now people say that everything as a service. So the concept of service and product, when they are joining, the importance of smartness has come here. To increase the smartness, the data plays an important role here. So that data is going to give you the more and more flexibility and make you more and more what you call smart. So this is a future factory week, what we call it as. So this I have taken it from one of the what you call websites. Kindly, many students are there. So these latest things are not available right now in the textbooks, but the once you come out of the college, industry want you to work immediately. So it means you have to be ready when you complete your what you call course. So we need some extra efforts to learn all the factors and the technologies. But don't feel that one you are not going to get anything in the college. It is something like this. If you wanted to become a poet or you wanted to become a writer, first you have to learn the alphabets. Then you have to learn the grammar. If you know the grammar, if you know the alphabet, it is not enough to become a good poet. You need to know something about the science, something about the social system, something about the maths. So like this, what we studied in high school, the various subjects which will make us a complete man in the same way. To understand these higher techniques, we need basic fundamentals. In institutes level, you are going to get these fundamentals because without these fundamentals, the understanding and implementation of higher version is difficult. So now, again, I will move back to my PPT. I will show that a smart manufacturing means in here everything is moving what we call unmanned. Only you are seeing only 2 persons here working there. So industrial augmented reality is there, IoT service supply chain is there, modular equipment is there, computer vision is there, cobot is there. So everything is working automatically.